Welcome back into the show. He was recognized as a prodigy hypnotist at age 17, providing clients across the nation with his expertise. And joining us now to tell us more about his unique style of entertainment is Mastermind, Fred Lee. Fred, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having me, Olivia.
I'm a little nervous, but more excited than nervous.
Perfect. No need to be nervous. I'm one of the nicer hypnotists out there.
Oh, good. Very, a lot of relief right there. Before we get into the actual hypnotization, is that how you would say it?
We'll just call it the fun stuff.
The fun stuff. Let's get into the nitty-gritty details first. When did you first get into, becoming a hypnotist and dabbling in that world?
Right, so when I started, I was in high school, freshman year, and it all started at a coin laundromat, and I just wandered into a dollar store nearby, and then I picked up a couple of trick decks, and next thing you knew, I started doing a couple of magic tricks, got hooked on that, and later on the line, around sophomore, junior year, that's when I discovered hypnosis, just while looking for inspiration. I thought, man, that's cool. So I've been hooked on that, developed my own style, and even took it even further and got a degree in psychology because of this stuff.
Wow, so you actually did pursue psychology as a degree because of your passion for hypnosis.
Yep, it's an excuse for me to keep doing what I do and make my parents proud.
Love that. And have you found that they tie well together, or was it not as useful as you were hoping when it comes to hypnosis?
Well, it was very useful because I was able to take certain concepts in psychology, certain theories, and I mesh them all together when I go out and do hypnosis on people. And I figure out what's myth, what's fact, and I dispel a lot of myths and things, and I do that on my YouTube channel as well by going out and hypnotizing random people under test conditions, which I intentionally set up using the scientific method.
Oh, wow. Okay, so there are details and plans to this.
A lot of details. But for the most part, it looks like miracles to everybody out there. But that's the whole goal. It's not a show if it doesn't look amazing, right?
That's true. Okay, so when you got into it and you realized that you had a passion for it, you said you put your own twist on hypnosis. What does that mean exactly?
So my own twist would be, if you were to look at a traditional hypnotist, you'd see a bunch of chairs on a stage, and the hypnotist goes on stage and essentially bores people to sleep for 10-20 minutes. I didn't like that. I wanted to do the stuff where you just walk up and, like on TV, news, and well, some news channels, technically this would be the first one, just going up and actually doing it. Like if hypnosis were real, what would it look like, and what would the phenomena that everyone else in the world would see? And that's what I wanted to do and showcase that. So I looked at all kinds of inspirations from, like I said, TV and other media, surprisingly faith healers, because they kind of have this own, they look like they do miracles of the way that they do things. And I thought, well, there are certain concepts that they use in psychology that create the phenomena that some of them do. And I thought, well, why not try to see if I can replicate that? And I like to dig deep into whatever subject, whatever I'm looking at, either in like hypnosis or in aspects in psychology. And another twist I like to throw in, because my original passion was magic, so I did a couple of magic tricks and I kind of mix them in the hypnosis shows that I do just to spice things up.
Okay, I like that. So you spice things up that way to your twist. Perfect. Well, let's dive into it. I am ready to be hypnotized.
All right, so what we'll do, Olivia, is not the traditional hypnosis where I just look at you and just knock you straight out, because I respect people's opinions. People want to do that, other people don't. So we'll do some waking hypnosis. All you need to do is just hands on your laps like that. And you're just going to feel everything that happens. You're not going to think about anything. It just happens automatically. So just feel what happens here. So just be natural. In this case, I'm just going to do that. So that's you being natural. Perfect. And just feel this. Now, as you notice your right hand, there's a little bit of movement, there's a little bit of tingling. In fact, it's actually starting to lift ever so slightly. How's that feel as it starts to float up?
It feels, I don't know what it feels like.
And it gets even crazier. We're going to get it to go even higher. Check this out.
Feels heavy. I feel like my hand is heavy.
Now, as it continues to move, like, how can you describe to everybody? I'm sure that no one, people out there are really skeptical of whether or not this is genuine. Like, what? Tell us what's going on as it continues to go.
So I am not consciously moving my arm right now. I feel a very heavy pull towards you, but I feel it feels light at the same time.
So it's heavy and light.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's experience is quite unique and different in that sense. And then it's still going, which is pretty funny.
This is very weird. I feel like the hand is being pulled up a little bit, almost by an invisible string.
And there's no strings. But that's what it feels like.
It does feel like that, yes, it does.
Because I've had all kinds of different people, when people feel and talk about their experiences, they feel all kinds of different things. Some people is like, oh, someone's pulling my arm up, or strings. There's a lot of different responses, which I find fascinating. We'll try this. Go and put your hand down. It should be good. You can feel that.
Very weird.
Normal. Now, have you ever had like a tongue-tied feeling? Like, you know, when you think of a song or see a name or see a face, you have this tip of the tongue feeling and your tongue just kind of stays stuck.
Yes, I know what you mean.
So just focus just on that section there. Kind of feel that tongue tightness to the point where your tongue just sticks to your mouth. And the more you think about trying to say something, the more stuck it becomes, and eventually nothing comes out. It's kind of like, so go ahead and try and feel that. You're going to feel that. Really try. If you try to say something, it's just really, really stuck. Yeah, feeling that? Really feel it. And as you try to say something, it's just your tongue is just completely stuck. Feel that? Try and move, try and say something. It's just going to be, yep, that's right, it's going to be stuck. It's going to be super.
Fred.
But it's just going to be, now you're going to feel that all the way just locked there, completely locked. It's just going to be just air. Try it, feel it.
It feels very crazy. It feels like, oh my gosh, it feels like there's something blocking, almost.
That's the thing. So if I actively hold it, now feel it. And you'll only be able to say something if I let go. Try. You could now it's intensified, millionfold.
Fred, that's all I could say. That's all that would come out.
Nothing else?
That's it. Oh my goodness. Okay, we would love to do more, but that's all the time that we have for you now. But Fred, thank you so much for showing us a little bit of your hypnotist. And if you want to hire Fred for one of your next events, just go ahead and go to our website at liveinthebay.tv, where we will have a link to connect with Fred.